Shalom, shalom. All right. All right, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And as you can see in the title, we're almost there. It's interesting because I had planned a lesson with the Spirit hit me with a few precepts, so I put them together. And right before I started the lesson, I saw this article right here. Now I forgot where I saw it prior to this, but I did see it somewhere. Um, Either a brother had posted it or in our group chat or somewhere. But to see this article right here, I said, yeah, this is a perfect article to go along with the lesson. Okay, because the lesson is titled "We're Almost There." And when I woke up this morning, that was a spirit that just was on me heavily, of excitement and joy, thinking about how close we are to these things, like the beginning of the prophecy, the ending of the prophecy, all of these things, they're all manifesting. Okay, and now we're starting to see talks like an article like this is something that years ago you would have to dig and go on like some conspiracy websites, in order to find an article like this. So for something like this to be just put out there on the mainstream media, on RT News, on what the elder brother Karatazar from Vegas, he put a clip together. It was a news clip of them openly speaking about these implants. There's a commercial about what do they call that? Tesla. Now the new Tesla key, you can implant it and use it as a key. So the new thing, all right, the new wave that they're going towards is implants, it's subdermal technology, it's wearable tech. Okay, that's the new direction now. For them to come out and put this, and now you're seeing World Economic Forum, and these people are like everywhere. Okay, because they're openly making their move. All right, we partnered up with Canada, or Canada partnered up with them for the known traveler, thing where they basically are setting up this global digital ID. All right, and eventually they're just gonna put all of this together onto this wearable tech. All right, so what I want to do is maybe just read a little bit into this article and then just get a few precepts that I have on here. Lord willing, will be a straight into the point lesson. Okay, and it'd be edifying and exhorting to the elect, because as we see these things, it should be encouraging and faith boosting to hold on just a little bit longer, because we're almost there. All right, we're almost there. Once this thing is fully out, there's gonna be no going back. We're gonna be very conscious of what's going on, and it's just gonna be a matter of time. Okay, just like the Vanessa came out, it was a matter of time before they got the majority of the population to submit. Soon it's going to be a matter of time for this. Okay, and in this time, we know that the Lord is going to perform some heavy miracles, divine intervention, in order to deliver and take care of His elect. Anyway, it says here solid reasons to how do we go about this? To see hip kids. All right. Make hip kids. It says here WEF, right, which is World Economic Forum. Now it says an article on the World Economic Forum's website makes the case for implant technologies. Human implant technologies will soon become a commodity. All right, as you're hearing now. Matter of fact, let's look up the word commodity. Commodity definition. It says here commodity, a raw material or primary agricultural product that can be bought and sold, such as copper or coffee, a useful or valuable thing, such as water or time. Product, article, object, thing, right? So here they're saying that in the process of time, like this will soon become a commodity. It'll become like a normal thing. It won't be strange. It won't be a conspiracy theory. It won't be any of that stuff. Okay. So it says here, published on the World Economic Forum's website last week, suggests um, arguing that there are solid, rational reasons for C-hipping children with location trackers. Now, let's think about some of these solid reasons that they could possibly go with, right? You can go with, oh, with all this sex trafficking that's going on, with the kidnappings, with the children going missing, Amber Alerts are not doing it justice. So with the violence and the level of chaos going on in the world, with this, you can know where your child is. If your child is late, you know where they are, what's going on. Anything that's going on, you can be aware and better protect your children. So would a little bit of wearable tech prevent you from the full safety of your child? Listen, once these people go on their narrative campaign, their spin campaigns, they go hard. So if it's fear tactics that they need in order to coerce parents into saying, hey, it's a good idea, they will do it. All right. And it's interesting how people work, because once they see a few people, like, nobody wants to be the first one to step up and do it, but if they see others doing it, then they feel more comfortable, you know. So they don't even need to bring real parents. They can just bring agents, who will come and give testimonies. Oh, there was this situation that happened, and thank God my child had their C-hip, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to find them. They were in this abandoned building, and the police caught them just in time. I think as a parent out there, any parent out there, a responsible parent who actually loves their children would definitely consider this, because it's too dangerous out here. Whatever they want to spend, but they know how to tap into emotions. So as long as you're going for the kids, I mean, shit, hide your wives, hide your kids, right? But as it says here, the author, vice president R&D of the Inter-University Microelectronics Center, or the IMEC or IMEC, Kathleen Phillips, argues that augmented reality technology has the ability to transform society and individual lives. Interesting. It says, and despite sounding scary, will undergo the same natural evolution as wearable tech. Hearing aids or glasses no longer carry a stigma. They are accessories and are even considered a fashion item. Listen to this. Likewise, implants will evolve into a commodity, she wrote. So, in essence, people do not freak out when you talk about hearing aids. They don't freak out when you talk about glasses. They don't freak out about things like that, right? And she's saying, just like that, soon they're going to desensitize the people's minds to where they're just going to look at implants as just another commodity. And soon it's just going to be more further pushed. Celebrities are going to come out. World leaders are going to come out. More people are going to be shifting towards it. They're going to be incorporating more programs, right? That are catered towards subdermal wearable tech, and they're going to start desensitizing the mind, because they need to first take away that spookiness and make it normal, and then after normality, they make it enticing. To where now, not only are they making it easier for people who have submitted to do things, they're making it harder for people who want to resist. It says Phillips believes an augmented society is more or less inevitable, and that the real question is how it will be regulated. You hearing this? She's not worried about this being like an if. She's like, it's inevitable. This is a when. This is a matter of time. The real question is, how are we going to regulate it? And this is a big thing. Like we keep saying, this isn't just something like life is just the way it is right now, and somebody just says, hey, do you want to take this C-hip? You say no, okay, you just continue life as it is. No. Everything is going to be tailored. The new world, the infrastructure, everything that the new stuff they're building, electronic cars, all smart cities, smart, smart people, smart countries. It's all going to be in this new digitalized kind of thing. They're gonna try to get you like the serpent got Eve in the garden, making it what did the scripture say? It was appealing to the eyes, roughly paraphrasing, something to be desired. So it says here, the limits on implants are going to be set by ethical arguments rather than scientific capacity. But one other thing they can use to try and push is also health. Look at the benefits. Oh, it can do this, it can do that, it can do this. And they mask the invasiveness with the benefits, the perks, the abilities, the need for it. I mean, everybody does that, right? When you have a sales pitch, you don't pitch the negative parts, you don't pitch the cons, you pitch the pros. And if you're a really good sales pitcher, you pitch the cons as pros. Okay? You compare the cons to other cons and show why your cons are better than other cons. All right? Cons like bad things, like the negative aspect of it. So it says, as an example of such ethical regulation, the author points to the question of whether or not children should be, C-hipped. They are solid, rational or there are solid, rational reasons for it, like safety. It says she writes, and I mean, just put enough fear in the parents, and trust me, they'll they'll start getting on board. It says here she writes, noting that for some it might be a bridge too far. It says, as for who will oversee the ethics governing the use of such technologies, Philip states, ethics should not be preached from an academic ivory tower. Overarching or independent institutions should guide policymakers and researchers in the augmented society. Do you understand why this is such a big deal? This isn't just something for a specific company. This is a society. It's going to be a part of, like this guy Klaus Schwab says, the fourth industrial revolution. All right. It says, and the do's and don'ts, and help build the ethical framework on societal aspects of augmented reality technology. And then it goes on, so on and so forth. So I'm going to put this article in the live chat. You can get access to it. Take a further look at it. But I want to start going through some of these precepts. All right, starting off, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 11. And this is after 3 verse 10, which is talking about the hour of temptation. And the hour of temptation is when they come and they make this thing mandatory. All right. And they basically set it up in a way where if you don't partake of it, they're going to come for you. Revelation 13 and 15. All right. And 16 and 17. Okay. So the Lord is going to need to keep us. He's going to need to keep our faith strong. He's going to need to keep us in terms of preserving our lives. Verse 11 says, behold, I come quickly, meaning that the return of the Lord is imminent. And these are the signs. Okay. Every time this the news comes out on these prophecies, the clock moves further. It ticks further. It ticks further. It ticks further. And eventually we're not going to be talking about the prophecies because it's going to be common. All right. When it gets to the point where it's normal, you walking around, like you're not reading this in articles anymore. This is live, people are doing it. You go outside and you can see billboards and posters and commercials and ads on it like it's regular. No, go to your nearest here. Go to your nearest C-HIP station. Get yours today. Commercials, all of that. Companies start now we have money order, cash, direct deposit, C-HIP deposit, whatever So it says, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Holding something fast, meaning you're holding it firm. And what are we supposed to hold fast? We're supposed to hold our faith. Okay. Hold the spirit that we've been given, the Ruach HaKodesh, to continue on in the right path. Hold on to that. Don't jeopardize that. Don't fall back. Don't become lukewarm, because the Lord is these are signs that we are almost there. Almost there. I mean, we're almost to the point that the reason you've been fighting all these years, you've been laboring and doing, sacrificing whatever you need to sacrifice, going through the tough times and still holding on to this one very thing, which is the truth. Well, that reason is almost here. The reward for that is almost here. Okay, that's why the Lord said, what? I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast. Okay, so we have a blessing and we have to hold on to it. There's going to be some turbulence, but you still have to. That's the point in holding it fast. So Revelation 2:25, it says, but that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. Because a lot of people are going to lose it. They're going to lose it because they're going to lose sight of why they were in this truth. They're not going to know how to properly apply the gifts that they've been given. In the knowledge, the ministry that we're in, we're not just in here just to be. We're being prepared to utilize everything that we have learned, everything that we have taught, everything we have experienced to get us through the next part, which is Jacob's trouble, which is the hour of temptation. Okay? And the sooner it starts, the sooner it ends. The sooner, and it's going to end with the Yahushua here on a chariot. Okay? Once this thing starts, this is what we're waiting for. Once it gets here, as we're seeing it's on its way, we can literally see it. Once it's here and it's doing its thing, right? Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, I mean, at that point, if you fall out at that point, then there's just, I don't even, it has to be the Spirit of the Lord then, because to see these prophecies exactly as they've been prophesied, exactly as they've been written, okay, having faith in them when all others didn't, and preached against it. But we have faith, starting with our elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, all the way up until now, seeing it being fulfilled, seeing people taking it, seeing them coming after people for not wanting to take it, seeing the Lord standing up and delivering his elect and getting to be a part of that. And then ultimately getting to be delivered, because that's what comes after. Okay? So it says here, verse 26, but he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation. So you got to keep on, all right, overcoming. You gotta keep fighting. And seeing this should make you fight even harder. Yeah, it's gonna be a squeeze here and there. It's called the hour of temptation, but the Lord already told us he's gonna keep us. If we continue and have patience and keep his word, he's gonna keep us. All right. So seeing these things to be like, look, man, it doesn't matter what condition I'm in. The fact that I'm witnessing something that I read and believe for so long happen in front of me, what fear, what faith don't I have? What fear should I have? Because literally everything the Lord said, I'm seeing it come to pass. And then I remember Isaiah 65:13, 2nd Ezra 2:24. All these scriptures, Job, the 5th chapter or so, about the Lord protecting and delivering his elect. You should be excited seeing these things. You should be like, man, this is crazy. Like, I'm actually seeing people walking around with the MOTB. Like this person got the MOTB. Like there's a whole MOTB system going on around, and I'm only one of very few people who know what's going on and who's standing firm. We're gonna be seeing the hand of the Lord, because trust and believe. Once these prophecies get on and popping, hot and crazy, we're going to be seeing the major hand of the Lord, because we're going to need those miracles if we're going to make it out of here. All right, so be excited to see the Lord work. Verse 27, it says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my Father. So this is the power the Lord is going to bless for those that stand firm and continue fighting, and to see how close, just how close, so close you can taste it, you can see it, you can touch it. That's how close we are to salvation. This is the same salvation that our forefathers, read Hebrews the 11th chapter, all those years ago, were looking forward to this time. And we are here. We've made it, to the contest, and we are competing for a spot. And now we're so close, we can see the finish line. All that's left is to just keep your legs running. Keep running, keep running, keep telling yourself that. Keep running, keep running, keep running. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. You may be tired as hell. Your heart may feel like it's about to explode. All of these things may be going on, but don't think about those things. Block them out. You know, you may be broke. You may have just lost a loved one. You may have just, been outcasted. People may look at you crazy, but don't think about those things. Keep your mind focused on one thing, like a laser, like a solid, fine, sharp laser that's cutting through, because you can see what you want. You can see that goal, that end goal, and you're the only thought you have is, you know what? This is what is pleasing Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, so this is what I'm going to do. Okay, because remember that it's not being in this truth is not going to garner the support of everybody in the world. No, it's only for a certain few. But this is where the spirit of the Most High is, and that's what's most important. This is Revelation chapter 22, verse 10. It says, "And he saith unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand." And we can see that the time is at hand where these prophecies are being fulfilled. Every day we wake up, there are things going on. They're talking about inflation almost hitting 18% in early next year. Right? All these look, everything, you got people that say all manner of things. Oh, well, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. But what is written in the scriptures is what we know and see going down. The time of Jacob's trouble, the time with calamities like never before, the hour of martial law, of lockdowns, of FEMA camps, of all of these things, of spiritual power. The Lord said he's going to let it be known who are his chosen. He said he's going to lift up a standard, all right, on the behalf of his elect. And all of these things are going to happen, and we're going to have answers. We're going to be stable in mind. And that's why the scriptures say that we're going to rejoice for joy of heart, because we're not going to be afraid. Verse 11, he that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. So if you're doing the right thing, if you've been separated from this world, the wickedness of this world, and you are doing what's pleasing to the Lord, continue to do it. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. And on the end of the teachers, those that are pushing this word, now guess what? Whatever chance you get, you put in whatever you can put in. Whatever effort you can put in to serving the Lord, you put everything on the table. Because remember, seeing the prophecies is like a measurement, because we're measuring the times, right? So we know we're very close to the end. And the end, meaning that the end, that's it, the end of our prophesying career. We're not going to be prophesying in the kingdom. So this is it. This is where you're going to leave it all. When the Lord shuts the doors, whatever work you've put in, that's it right there. And then we move on to the next phase, So keeping that in mind, it's like, all right, well, whatever I got, I don't want the doors to close and I still feel like I have a little bit that I could have put on the table. No. You want to put it all out, At least you can make your case as to, oh Lord, you know what? I know I'm a sinner, but I did the best that I could with whatever I was given. I did the best that I could, So it says, verse 13, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, immortality, and may enter in through the gates into the city. All right, and that's what we want. We want to be brought in the right way. We want to be welcomed in. All right, go through the blessing, okay, of endurance. Like Ezra saw in 2nd Ezra 2 and 40 on down, about those that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. You want to be a part of that, because they're going to receive crowns from from Yahushai. Okay, like this. I mean, that's an accolade that you want. Okay, that's something you want. Revelation 11 and 18, it says here, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward. But aren't we all sinners? Yeah, we are all sinners. That's what I said. That you let the Lord know. Well, Lord, I'm a sinner, but at least I did the best that I could. But the scriptures talk about not letting your sins weigh you down. Yeah, we know that we're not perfect, but we know we repented and we're trying. We're seeking the Lord with all of our heart. So that's what the Lord is looking for. Because as the scriptures say in Romans the eighth chapter, that the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly. Okay, so the Most High set us up. So regardless of what we do, we're not going to be perfect. All right, but not being perfect in body doesn't mean you can't, try to be perfect in mind. Yeah, we forget things. Sometimes it's a Sabbath and you forget. Sometimes there's certain laws that you just can't keep. But the Lord is looking for what's within. He's searching the hearts, the inward parts. All right. Paul said, "Oh wretched man that I am." Isaiah, I believe it was Isaiah who said he was a man of unclean lips, and yet the Lord was still dealing with him. You know. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The Lord is not dealing with us based on our righteousness. He's dealing with us based on his desire, his preference. So if we be of the elect, that's not going to be of anything that we've done. It's going to be because the Lord decided that those are the spirits that I want to be my chosen. And that's why the scriptures say, don't let your sins weigh you down, because it can lead to you becoming unproductive and unfruitful. Oh, I'm a sinner. I mean, that then not, I'm going to be destroyed anyway. Well, if we're all sinners, then I mean, if the Lord said, "All right, you guys are all sinners," then nobody's being delivered. That's not what's written, you know, because you'll get into that. Oh, I'm a sinner. Oh, it doesn't matter what I do; it's never good enough. Then you'll stop trying. But over here, that's not the mindset we carry. We know that we're not perfect, and we always pray for mercy and forgiveness. But not being perfect or being a sinner is not an excuse to not push. You know, I can know that I'm not perfect, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna stop striving for perfection. You know, I'm still going for the finish line. If your legs are broken, you crawl. Your hands don't work, then you move like a worm. Whatever you got to do to get to that finish line, you do what you got to do. And and if the Lord is with you, then you'll make it. So back to Revelation 11 and 18, it says here, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets. See, because we're serving the Lord. And if we continue to serve the Lord as good servants, at least the least we can do is be obedient. Okay. It says, and to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them that destroy the earth. So when that time comes, the Lord will have mercy upon his elect. That's why we're fighting so hard. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 6, verse 10. It says, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shewed toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. All right. Right now is an example of us ministering. I'm ministering right now. I'm serving by teaching, because the teacher is really the servant. We got to do the due diligence and the work to prepare this and then bring it to you, and make sure you understand and answer your questions and edify you, because the Lord has given us charge to feed his sheep. All right. And lastly, this is the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 9. Salaki, I'm going through it, pretty speedily, but low willing is still edifying. And it says here, let us not be weary in well doing. And what is an example of well doing? What we're doing now. All right. Doing what the Most High asked is well doing. For in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Okay. So that's the goal. We're so close. You're already doing the right thing. You're already on the right path. All that's left is to finish, and finish strong. Don't pass out, don't fall back, don't get weak. Stay strong and finish, because you can see the finish line. All right. As the apostle Paul said, run that you may win. Don't run, and like as uncertain, okay, but run with the goal and the intention in mind. But anyway, with that, I'm gonna end it here. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. As we can see, I put the article in the live chat, so you can read that, and more and more of these things. Oh yeah, that's a good precept. Let me read that one. More and more of these events are going to be taking place, and now we're going to be seeing these spiritual things, these miracles, these unexplainable things. But the Lord has blessed us to where we're going to understand what's happening, and we're going to know what to do, how to do it, when to do it, because the Spirit of the Lord is going to guide us and lead us through it. So all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai for that, the one true living power. This is Big Nez, Philippians 3 and 14. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Yahushua HaMashiach. All right, so we have a very high calling, and for those that are able to continue and succeed and complete the race, the reward you're going to get is above anything anybody can ever even imagine, and it's going to be permanent. So with that, Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah Kudash. Until next time, Shalom.